Hi everyone, thanks so much for stopping by this video. We're really excited to bring you some great footage of the Priest Lake Thoroughfare. The Thoroughfare is actually the channel that connects the Upper Priest Lake to the Lower Priest Lake. We wanted to show you today some options for getting to the Thoroughfare, also where we stayed the night before, how we got to the way that we went to enter the Thoroughfare, but also just to show you kind of what your options are so you can choose which option would be best for you to enter the Thoroughfare so that you can do the paddling up to the Upper Priest Lake. Let's go ahead and jump to the first slide here so you can see exactly how we got from where we camped to the entrance of the Thoroughfare. Alright, so you can see here we stayed at the Indian Creek Campground at the Mackinac cabin. One of the main reasons we did that, it was one of the only cabins that was available, and this was an anniversary trip. Normally we just camp, but we wanted to stay at a cabin this time just to kind of celebrate our anniversary, something a little different. So we actually ended up staying on the east side of the lake, even though we had planned on going up to the west side, the northwest side of the lake to enter the Thoroughfare, which is the Beaver Creek Campground. You can see that all the way up in the upper northwest part of the lake. One mistake I wanted you to avoid is when you're going up 57 here, it's real easy to stay on 57 and kind of start going the wrong direction toward the Idaho-Washington border. You want to make sure and take the Reeder Bay Road that takes you next to the lake and then keeps going north up to the Beaver Creek Campground. Alright, so here is a close-up of the Thoroughfare, the different options that you have to enter the Thoroughfare. You can see here, this is Beaver Creek Campground. This is the way that we came in. We entered the campground here, and originally we actually came down to this parking lot here, down by Tool Bay. We entered the bay right there, and then we kind of went around to the wall right next to the Thoroughfare. We jumped over that little sandbar that you can see and entered the Thoroughfare that way. We actually ended up forgetting our sunblock and bug spray, so we actually hopped out at the portage, which you can see from Beaver Creek. There's kind of that little circle right there. That's a parking lot, and then you can walk about a half mile to get directly to the Thoroughfare instead of paddling through the lake. So we ended up walking all the way down to the parking lot down by Tool Bay and bringing the car back up to the parking lot at the portage. And then we actually ended up leaving out the portage instead of going all the way back down to the lake. So you can go through Tool Bay, or if you want to park at the portage, which is the circle right there, right above Beaver Creek, you can carry your kayaks about a half mile. So it kind of depends on how heavy of a trip you're going. If you're just kind of doing a day trip, it's probably pretty easy to pack your kayaks into the portage that way, and then go straight to the Thoroughfare and have a little bit shorter of a paddle up to Priest Lake. The other option is over here at a Lionhead Park or a Lionhead Campground, and you can enter through Mosquito Bay. This way is kind of nice because you can see there's kind of a wall there, and Mosquito Bay kind of avoids that wall, and you can kind of go straight into the Thoroughfare. So really you can go Mosquito Bay, you can start at Tool Bay, or you can go to the portage and carry your kayaks straight into the Thoroughfare. Also, real quick before we jump to the actual footage of us in the Thoroughfare, I'm going to actually make a video too that kind of gives more detailed description of how to get to the Thoroughfare and some footage that we took kind of driving through Beaver Creek. So go ahead and check the description, and you can check out that video there. That's a pretty detailed description on how to get to the Thoroughfare and kind of some footage of the actual Beaver Creek Campground, what the Thoroughfare parking lot looks like, or at least the parking lot by the portage. So you can see that, and then also the parking lot down by Tool Bay, you can see what that looks like. But now let's go ahead and jump over to some actual footage of us kayaking the Lower Priest Lake and then up into the Thoroughfare. It's a little choppy today. The wind sort of picked up a little bit, so. But there's the beach we took off at. We decided to do the beach instead of the portage. Anyway, it's pushing me back here, so I'm gonna have to start paddling a little bit. Having fun? All right. I think the thoroughfare is that way. I'm pretty sure Heather's going in the right direction. She knows what she's doing. All right, we got to a little island here. This is where we started, was over there around that little peak jutting out there. And then we have this wall here to get to the thoroughfare, which is right here. Hi, Heather. We could have kayaked around all the way down to the end of that wall, but instead we decided just to kind of jump out. There's a little sandbar that goes up here. And there's the lake. There's the thoroughfare. So we decided just to jump out at this little beach here and pop over to the thoroughfare instead of going all the way around that. You can see the difference in the water. There's the thoroughfare, it's super calm. And there's the lake, which is a little choppy, not bad. All right.
There's a sandbar here too.
Getting pretty close to the portage entrance. Have a couple of bends here. It's so beautiful, it's so calm. The sun is shining today. It's a beautiful day to be doing this. It's Heather. Oh yeah, here we go. Got the snow-capped mountains in the background. We're probably about halfway through the thoroughfare.
What?
There's what? There's Heather paddling in front of me. Just saw a huge school of fish right below me here. I don't think you can see it. It's kind of murky. It's behind us. Oh, it's beautiful that way though. Video turns to crap when I zoom in. All right. We're closer to the lake now. Not sure. I think we have, probably about half a mile left or so. What do you think, Heather?
Probably. I think so.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. This is pretty awesome. It's definitely a paddle.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to straighten us out.
Oh, you're right.
There.
All right, we have made it through the thoroughfare, sort of, and now we're at the mouth of the lake. Heather's trying to keep us straight. It's kind of hard to paddle and video at the same time. Oh, carabiner. Hold on, I'll get in just a sec. All right, I'll get another clip when we get a little bit further up. There's the fishing rules. Oops. And we just came to the lake.
Ooh, fish just jumped.
Fish just jumped. There's Upper Priest Lake. Wow, it's beautiful today.
Yeah, it is.
Dang. Wish I could paddle while I was videoing, but I can't. Beautiful. Definitely worth the paddle. It was a bit of a tough paddle, but 100% worth it. All right, Well, we finally made it to a camp spot. One that we found right off the beach. Just the kayaks up at this big rock out here. There's the lake, Upper Priest Lake. After going the thoroughfare. It's a camp spot, some people left some wood. Some benches and a fire pit. It's kind of cool. They got some bear grasses in full bloom. It's kind of cool. Wow, look at that bear grass. That's beautiful. Wow. My only regret at this point is that we're not staying the night tonight here. What a bummer. We were not prepared to backpack and camp this trip, but we will be back for sure. Looks like there's a trail that might go a little ways around the lake here. Man, how pretty. Well, we stopped on the beach for lunch and got attacked by mosquitoes, so we kind of made it quick. Now we came over this little rock. We're just kind of checking it out. That's where we ate lunch. Back over there. Little camp spot. It was kind of nice, but the mosquitoes were thick. Now we kind of came out to this little rock island just to kind of see. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of duck poop on it and a stick over there. We're gonna start heading back that way. That's the thoroughfare over there. We're gonna take the portage back. Hate to go. Only complaint so far has been the mosquitoes. Well, we've just been drifting for a little bit. You can see we were just over by that rock. We've literally just been drifting. Just wanted to show you real quick how calm the water is right now. It's just very calm, very peaceful. We need to get going, but we're really dragging our feet because it's just so beautiful right now. The weather's perfect. It's what, probably mid to upper 70s?
I would say upper 70s.
You see there's not many clouds in the sky. The sun's been out. It's just been a perfect day. Oh, yeah, that's where we were eating. Mosquito Cove. I just made that up because we just got bit up bad. Yeah, we probably need to get heading back. Almost back to the thoroughfare.
Are we?
Close.
Oh, yep.
This will probably be one of my last videos, so one more last view of the lake before we leave. Beautiful. All right, we're at the end of our trip. We've almost reached the portage. I think Heather's taking a picture of it. Try to paddle a little bit. Sorry about that. The only thing we have to do is we have to battle mosquitoes again because there is a ton of them. All right, everyone, thanks so much for checking out our video. I hope I had everything that you were looking for. Go ahead and sound off in the comments before if you guys have done the thoroughfare before. Let us know what your experience was like. Please, if you don't mind, give our video a like. You can also share a video. Feel free to share it wherever you want. Also, if you'd subscribe to our channel, we'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get up as much content as we can, just on our sort of family adventures that we have all over the Pacific Northwest, and then anywhere else that we go. But subscribe would definitely mean a lot to us. But thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope you have a great day.